Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn Python tips and tricks on using sets or sets in Python. This is how you define or start or declare a set in Python inside these curly brackets. Let's say I have two sets here, set A and set B. All sets, are data structures that don't have duplicate elements. So if I do set A with A, B, C, and D, and I repeat small a and run that, and if I run that, and if I check the values of A, then the small a will not be repeated because it's a set by definition, no repetition and no duplication, right? So that's set A and that's set B. To quickly check the values of B, we don't have any duplicates in B, do we? Right, so some of the set operations are, for example, the union of A and B, and that's done using this vertical bar. So if I do A union B, then I get the union of A and B. Basically, we merge the two sets and remove any duplication. A, B, C, D, G, small a and small d, small case a and small case d. Notice the B is repeated. The B exists in both, so it only appears once, and the capital C is also it also exists in both, and it only appears once. To do a set union, you can use the vertical bar, or we can also use the union method, a dot union b, and then we get the same results, or we can also do b union a. Okay, so that's union, and then intersection is basically, and intersection of two sets is basically the set of elements that exist in both A and B. So and to do that, we have this ampersand operator. So I can do A ampersand B to get the intersection of A and B, which is capital B and capital C. We can have a second look here. Capital B exists here and here. Capital C is here and here. So that's the intersection or the overlap of the two sets. And we can also, instead of using the ampersand operator, we can use the intersection method, A dot intersection B, and we get the same result, or B intersection A. And then the difference now of B and A is basically B minus A, which is the set of elements that exists in B but not in A. So this is different than intersection and union. Here we get the same result, it's symmetric, and here it's not. B minus A is not A minus B. Okay, so B minus A is the set of elements that exist in B but not in A. If I do that, I get capital A, capital G, and small d. A second look confirms that. And I can also do A minus B if I wanted. And I get a different result. And then I can also use the difference function or the difference method, B dot difference, as you can see here, of A, or A difference B. And it's exactly the same. If I do A difference A, what do you expect the result is going to be? An empty set, right? An empty set. A minus A or B minus B, set minus set, removes all the elements and gets us an empty set, okay? So here, this is quite interesting. The symmetric difference of A and B is the set of elements that exist in both A and B except those that are common in both, except those that exist in both. What this means is this. We do a union of A and B, and then we remove the elements that exist in both. So we remove the intersection. So B, capital C, we remove them, and then we do union, we get small a, small d, and capital G, and the capital D here. Well, I hope that makes sense, this symmetric difference. If I run that, I get capital A, capital T, capital G, and then A and D. Notice the elements that exist in both sets are not included, right? And this is a mathematical operation that confirms that. Is the symmetric difference of A and B equals to A minus B. So remember, the minus is the union. So the union of A and B minus, or the basically, I'm sorry, A minus B union with B minus A, right? And if we run that, then we get true because it's exactly the same. Let me show you the results of this. So let's quickly add a new cell. I'm sorry, what have I done? Let me just, no, I'll need to copy this and then paste it, and we get the same result of the symmetric difference, A hat B is equivalent to this expression over here. And then to check whether an element exists in a set, I can say element is element in A. Basically, this is saying around that I get false because 3 is not in A. If I say, for example, A, is that in A? The answer is true. I'm gonna stop here. The video took longer than I wanted, and I'll see you in another video.